Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
Time for our take. First up with... So...
This round is skipped.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really...
And there's the bell for round one. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter shot. Quick punch scores. You'd like to see more jabs. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heat, there's a roof on me, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a hellfire, man.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
Good counter-punch. Nice counter shot. Those counter-punches have to hurt. They're both trying for a knockout. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks that jab. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Momentum, they've got the advantage. And there's the bell for round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good defense there on the left uppercut. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just misses with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Swing and a miss with the jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. An eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute.
On to the 5th we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Miss with that jab. Misses with the jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Jab not finding its target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. Here's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the...
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
It's not that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
How about that time counter shot? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That jab doesn't score. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Borderline disastrous. Round 7, here we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs just feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he scores with the counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That left hook is blocked. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Stamina is off the charts. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like...
And we enter the 8th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Nice counter. No rest for the weary. Catch and shoot. Which fighter will say no mas? There's a counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Missing with the left hook. What a massive upset this would be. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They drop their guard, they get what an upset here as Alvarez goes down. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What?
What a dominant performance.